questions in the first round. Mr. Lewis for 6 minutes, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Minister, for appearing before committee this morning. And I do appreciate the fact of your final couple of statements suggesting that we're doing things for workers, and I believe collectively across Canada, there's never been a more important time to do things for our workforce. My first question to you, Minister, is Syncreon workers from Essex Windsor, and it could be more than just Syncreon, but specifically for this company that's since been shut down, they were let down when the EI system and their manufacturing site closed. So the qualifying hours for EI are currently, to my understanding, set at 560 hours in Windsor and 700 in Huron, Huron County, which ironically is Essex County. So the EI hours are set by the place of residence of the worker, not the location of the employment. And this has caused an inequality of benefit support to those in the Essex County area. Would you support qualifying hours set on the location of employment and not the place of residence?
I think as the member well knows, I appreciate the severity of this issue, and I've been down to the region, visited you when I was down there. I know that my colleague Eric Kazmierczak, who's the local member of parliament there, has been bringing this forward, and I know Minister Carla Qualtrough and EI falls underneath her purview. I know that this is something that she's been watching. I mean, what can I say? What I know of the issue too. I mean, having so many workers find out by robocall that they no longer had a job is not preferable, to put it mildly. I don't know if Minister Qualtrough is watching these proceedings necessarily, but as soon as this hearing is over, I'll be sure to be bringing it to her attention once again.
Thank you, Minister. And just to follow up with that, Mr. Chair, through you to the Minister, please. So in this case, many of the workers who were laid off did not qualify for EI because they only worked 200 hours between May 1st and October the 31st, 2022. So understanding that the severance pay was money collected from their wages and owed to the workers, and that many of these workers had already taken out massive personal loans over the last 2 years to make the ends meet, do you think, Minister, that exceptions should have been made in regards to extending the temporary EI measures on qualifying hours and the suspension of allocating severance?
I guess, Mr. Lewis, it's the it's the case of sometimes, my thoughts on the matter are probably best kept to myself, I have to say, because I don't, there are policies and there are regulations, et cetera, that are involved here. All that to say that my heart goes out to a lot of people I know in your region who have borne the brunt of this, and my colleagues here with me have many colleagues obviously within ESDC. We'll be sure to bring it to their attention following this hearing.
Thank you, Minister. And we heard news earlier this week that the Windsor Star News, the printers, were going to lose another 40 or 50 or 60 jobs there as well. So we probably are going to be revisiting this again. Drivers